Welcome back. Lawyers for the embattled opposition politician Ben Exeter has noted that the gun offense charge brought against him for carrying his licensed firearm in Kingston and have asked why similar charges have not been brought against government politician Carlos James, who admitted to discharging a firearm in public last November. Further, the lawyers K. Bacchus Brown and Israel Bruce have questioned whether James holds a licensed firearm and whether the weapon he discharged was the one he is licensed to carry. Asked in a press conference in Kingston on Tuesday if, in her opinion, James contravened any laws when he discharged his firearm, Bacchus Brown said that James said he was defending himself. Lawyers for the New Democratic Party's candidate for Central Leeward, Benjamin Ben Exeter, is claiming that their client is being politically victimized, and as a result, they are expecting that the charges that have been laid against him to be struck out in court. Exeter's lawyers K. Bacchus Brown and Israel Bruce also opines that Exeter's arrest on January 29th was illegal and that the police had no right to further charge him on Thursday, January 14th. And Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves has dismissed claims that he has any part to play in the charges brought against NDP's Benjamin Exeter.
The objective is simply to maintain law and order. In this regard, there is a fundamental issue. And that the police, I have said publicly, and I heard Michael Charles saying something similarly. I've heard the head of the Police Welfare Association, who is affectionately called Buju, make the same point in different ways, that the greatest exercise of authority is the restraint in the use of that authority. Some people put power. Greatest exercise of power is to ensure you don't abuse the power.
You as Minister of National Security,
sure,
do you instruct the Commissioner of Police?
On operations, I don't instruct the Commissioner of Police.
Directly or indirectly?
I don't instruct the Commissioner of Police.
What about the DPP?
Oh, come on. The DPP is an independent office.
When you say in a press conference that there is a law that states that you should not take your firearm to protests or public events, who were you directing?
To a public meeting.
Okay, a public meeting. Who were you directing that message to?
I was just talking about the law.
To whom?
I wasn't directing my message to anybody.
Why did you see the need? Why did you see the need to say that?
No, but I'm the Prime Minister of the country. I'm a citizen. I have the right to talk about things which are before us. Listen to me, Bing.
And because as Prime Minister,
listen to me one moment now.
Prime Minister.
No, listen to me one moment now.
Okay, I'm going to let you speak, Prime Minister, but just let me finish, right? You know, as Prime Minister, that when you make a statement, it is going to penetrate and it's going to have legs.
That is a trite comment. That is a commonplace comment. I mean, the point is this, but it doesn't take away from me the right to speak on the matter and make a judgment. And let me emphasize this.
Right.
There was a meeting, because if you look at the law, the Public Order Act, as to the meaning of the meaning of a meeting is where persons are gathered to carry out to carry out their views on a particular subject.
Right.
They can actually go on a public address system, or they can have placards. And they do it in the public, it's a public meeting. Look at the definition in the Public Order Act for what is a meeting and what is a public meeting. At that public meeting, at that gathering, or any public meeting, the Public Order Act says that you're not supposed to have an offensive weapon. A gun, by definition, is an offensive weapon. Not to have it at a public meeting.
What is the definition of a public meeting?
I just told you.
The Eastern Caribbean Telecommunications Authority, IKtv, in collaboration with the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, the NTRC, will be hosting a ceremony to launch the Internet Exchange Point IXP in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This initiative is under the World Bank-funded Caribbean Regional Commission's Infrastructure Program, CARCIP. The Internet Exchange Point is an internationally recognized mechanism for achieving cost and service gains, the ICT sector's growth. Among the national benefits to be gained from the introduction of an IXP includes provision of privacy control by keeping local traffic local. Sensitive data is not subject to inspection by other governments, and it enables coordination of security, infrastructure, protection and abuse response activities. It also facilitates growth and development of stakeholder community, which can engage in other programs promoting local interest. The launching ceremony will take place on January 25th, 2016 from 9 a.m. at the National Insurance Service NIS training room. And finally, now we move to sports in football news. In results of matches played on Wednesday in the 2015-2016 National Club Championships, Hillview were beaten 4-1 by Parkside Rollers in the first division by the Layu playing field. And in a Premier Division, Caledonia Chelsea edged Prospect United 2-1, while former champions Avenue United beat Dove FC 3-1. We'll now take a commercial break for our weather report, followed by regional and international news. Stay with us.